chicken lettuce, bone, chicken lettuce, bone, bone, bone. All right, guys. Motherfucking videos in this motherfucking bitch. All right. I don't know what to watch actually, but we're just gonna figure out what the fuck. I don't got good shit to watch, bro. Let's watch this.
Relationships nowadays honestly piss me off to the maximum, and I see why a lot of people want to stay single, because how could you not? Like, look at what's seriously going on in the world. And you may be going in the comments and typing, oh, what's happening with everybody else isn't happening everywhere. Listen, I have the same opinion as you.
Yo.
It's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere, man. It's just like, I don't know what it is, but everybody is trying to be the same. They're not thinking for themselves anymore. They're letting social media run their opinions on, people.
Okay, bye. That's good. Alright. But bro, that's crazy. Who the fuck is doing? Okay, look, I don't know about people, bro, but like, if first off, relationships nowadays are pretty transactional. Like, I think a lot of people notice. There's always people complaining online about people not paying enough, not paying the dinner or some shit. A bunch of stupid shit people fight over that just shows how disconnected we are with actual love and with ourselves. Because I feel like the only reason stuff like that exists is because I don't know. I mean, it's a hard thing to try and even define or even like try to make sense of, because why is it that we're so destructive? We know this type of shit isn't working. We know this type of shit leads to like, well, I'm talking from a guy's perspective, right? Because if a girl's doing shit like that, my nigga, I mean, hey, dog, maybe that's not a girl worth having. You feel me? Like, maybe the reason a girl like that isn't interested in you is because she would treat you like shit, anyways, right? So instead of complaining about relationships being lasting only a week, we gotta realize that, hey, we're the ones interacting with these women, bro. We're the ones putting in the foot and taking accountability to do this shit and to make something happen. But if a girl is that petty, that superficial about like just the symbol of status here, especially like online, then I don't think that's a girl worth having or a girl worth. She could be pretty as fuck. Who cares, dog? There's a lot of pretty girls out there, but you just gotta be open and aware of the type of people you're pulling in or the type of people you want, right? Because that speaks a lot about us. Like, if you want a bad bitch and she a bad bitch because she a bad bitch, nigga, most of the time a bad bitch don't want shit to do with you. If you're not a bad nigga, bro, like if you're not the top ass nigga, don't want nothing to do with you, and that's not bad, you know. Am I saying you can't have that? Nah. Am I saying you shouldn't have that? Nah. I'm saying, nigga, open your fucking eyes, bro. Like, like, bro, if we're the ones trying to fuck with women like that, then what the fuck do you expect to happen? Like, take some accountability of your fucking self, dog. It's not that hard to stop and notice these things. It's like, hey, wow, right? Because I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm speaking from my own experience. You know, Like seeing red flags and still being okay with it just because the girl's hot. You feel me? Like that shit's dumb. That shit's dumb. Like nigga, no, like we accept people's behavior, and that reinforces their behavior. You being in a relationship with a girl that only cares about followers, that shows you the type of nigga that you are. You feel me? Like move on, bro. You know, there's good shit out here, my nigga. We're just looking in the wrong places, bro. You know, even in the States, dog, you just gotta be honest with yourself. You know, like if you find yourself being surrounded by promiscuous women, then that means you're promiscuous yourself. You know, if you're trying to settle down, not even being in a relationship, but just trying to better understand yourself, you're going to go through a phase where you don't even try and look for a woman, bro, or a girl, because it's not even in your mind. You're trying to improve, so you are ready for when that comes. You know, don't try being in a relationship just because you feel like you have to, bro. Society is full of lies, dog. I'm not gonna play with y'all. Like society's full of bullshit sometimes, G. That whole feeling of being like behind. Nobody's behind, my nigga. Nobody's ahead of life. Nobody's behind on life. Nobody's doing anything but living. So that whole definition, that whole feeling is a lie. It's a lie that they've been feeding us. No, that's not even the truth, right? It's not a lie that they've been feeding us. It's a lie that we've accepted. And so we just grew on it, and we all think it's how it has to be. Okay, let's say you're 40 and you're single. Big fucking whoop. Why does anybody care? It cares a lot to the guy if he's self-conscious about that and if he really wants that. But I'm gonna tell you why he wants that. He wants that because he thinks he needs it. He's not happy with himself, so he's not gonna try and fix himself. He's not gonna try, maybe not fix, right? Fix is a stupid word to say because nobody's broken. People are just confused and lost within themselves, that they don't see the clear path to what they want. Because everything you want, you can have, right? You just gotta put in the work to have it. You know, it's that simple. And don't fucking twist my words into some stupid shit, bro. I already know how people be. But anyways, just I don't know, bro. You know, it's like we can choose to complain or we can choose to actually work on the issues. You know, like obviously this guy is really. I feel like he meant well, right? In this video, he's just talking. He's just expressing himself, and looks like a lot of people resonated with that. Let's see some of the comments. Bro, I'm Brazilian, and I can promise to you here is the same. All the world is like that nowadays. Like you said, we have to hope. Yeah, okay, look, so the world is the way it is because we're constantly creating the world. We're creating the world with the thoughts that we give out. We're creating the world with the ideas that we have. We're creating the world every time we choose to accept something that we don't like. And what do I mean by accept? You know, because it's not like the individual can do something about that anyways, right? No. And you kind of have a point there because at that point, someone might think, hey, if it doesn't matter, then why even try? But I'm going to tell you why that mentality doesn't really make a whole bunch of sense. Look, the only reason I'm saying that is because if we know that things are rough here and in all over the world, then it means that maybe we should step back to observe ourselves because society is only a reflection of what we decide to see, right? So knowing that we're only looking for the bad in our group, and within ourselves and other people, well, what does that really say about our understanding of the world even now, right? Because if we're just staying looking at the wrong things, obviously that's the only thing we're going to fucking find, right? But apart from that, it's like we're bringing that to us by constantly focusing our attention. So we keep on trying to hold on to the idea while not wanting it at all. And it's really counterproductive. You know, I think it's a better idea to confront the issue at hand and kind of just to take accountability because most of the time, you know, it's not just one person in the party. You know, you could have good intentions, But just because you have good intentions doesn't mean that's how it's going to plan out, right? Like, there was this comic about uh, a candle lady, a lighter, a match. Yeah, the match was on the bench with the lady, like this, offset. And the lady candle gets on the lighter, with the lighter on the bike. And it's really funny that a lot of people think that, like, have this idea of the good boy, like the sensitive good boys always being like the good boys that are right. But like, if you like stop to observe, they're just using softness as a weapon. It's weaponized, right? It becomes something, it becomes too much, right? So then the girl goes with somebody that can give her what she needs. You get me? You get what I'm trying to say? Okay. Depending on how you took that, you might have taken that a different couple of ways. You might have taken it sexually. You might have taken it more in the sense of dependency, right? Or in the form of human nature. I don't know. I don't know what I meant by that last one, but yeah. Okay, so what was I saying? Whatever, I forgot. Here, let's just go watch the video again. That's crazy because I've never even thought about that shit. Who looks at a girl's shit and be like, man, she only got 2 followers. This bitch gotta step up her game. Like, who's thinking that shit, dog? Who the fuck is that shallow to be like? I mean, I guess it's a preference, right? But like, it's a stupid preference. But at the same time, think about how we behave as humans over the years, right? Survival mentality. These bitches, these women, are looking for a way to stay safe, right? So right now the big game is using online to stay, you know, I was going to say relevant, but that's not the word. Just to stay financially secure. Yeah. So I don't know. That's just an observation. Again, everything that I'm saying is speculative. It's all actually just theory in my head, at least. So if you agree with some of the things that I'm saying, congrats. It doesn't really change anything, but just something to be aware of. Because even for me, like, this whole thing is a reflection of me. You feel me? Like, it's not really society. It's really more what I see, the things that I see. You feel me? It's not what you see, it's what I see. If you see what I see, we see similar things. But we see. Let's keep on going. Yo, them mobile games got people hooked, right, bro? Let's talk about that shit, dog. Because even though video games don't actually like change your thoughts, I'm under the mindset, especially now, right, that video games can definitely help condition, at least with the idea of something, right? So if we're already going towards a surveillance state, right, surveillance country or whatever, and we're constantly being monitored, a score system kind of makes sense now, because it's like people are going to do it regardless, because we're already doing that shit to each other, by the way. If you don't already notice what I'm trying to say, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets implemented later as a way to just sponsor the good old game, bro, of capitalism. But who actually wants to play that game anymore, bro? It's annoying. I'm pretty sure people are fed up with companies nowadays, dog, like fast food companies, dog, because who the fuck wants to go eat at a burger joint that's selling me nothing but straight up addictive chemicals on my burger, bro? That shit gets me pissed off for a lot of reasons. First, because your burgers are amazing. Second, because you make them fucking addicting and you make them really bad. I don't know, bro. I love McDonald's. McDonald's just kind of died in my heart recently, like a month ago. I don't know. I just feel really bad about McDonald's. I love McDonald's, but it's one of those things that I'm like, why are you giving me shit when I love you so much? Like, how hard is it to have just how hard is it to care a little bit about your customers and not so much about the money that you'll be making? You're already going to make good money selling good burgers. The math adds up. Why be fucking greedy is what I'm trying to say, right? I'm not saying stop McDonald's, fuck McDonald's, like some retards like to do. No, I'm saying, hey, please try and do better. Until you do better, I'm not going to eat there. I'm not. I'm sorry. I love you, McDonald's. I love you, McDonald's. But you let me down, adding nothing but chemicals in my burger. And that blows me, bro. Because I love McDonald's burgers, cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers, McDoubles, bro. You name it. Burgers. Ate up. Fries with the frappe. Ate up, nigga. But I can't even do that shit no more. Because they decided to be some fuckheads. Like, obviously, I know eating burgers isn't going to be good for you all the time. But let's just be realistic about it, right? Bun. Okay? 100 calories, 200 calories, depending on the bread, right? I know the bread here in America has a lot of sugar, but let's say they changed it to some alternative that isn't too sugary, right? And you're looking at a pretty good carb, right? Okay, it's not the best, it's not the worst, it's just a carb, right? Okay, the meat should be pretty good. It should be nothing but protein, right? Right. Shouldn't have too much fat, but it's going to have a little bit of it, right? Right. The cheese, a singular slice of cheese shouldn't be too bad, right? Put 2 of them. That's not that bad either. Pickles are pretty good, right? They're vinegared and they're really tasty. Onions, onions are really good for your skin. That should be pretty good on a burger, and you get some really good macros out of that, right? Okay. Ketchup, okay, not the best, not the worst, but it adds a little bit of flavor, and as long as they don't put too much, it's okay. Mustard, the same thing. You top that together. Why do I feel like shit after eating that? I should feel good eating that. Why do I feel like shit afterwards, bro? I don't know what y'all doing over there in McDonald's, nigga, but y'all pissing me off, bro. I love y'all. And y'all pissing me off, folks. Oh my fucking god, bro. Fuck McDonald's, nigga. Fuck this shit, bro. Alright, semen retention made her think I was voodoo. People are so fake today. This generation is done. Why does ignoring text make people want you more? Because people are attention seekers, bro. I don't know. Okay, look. What I'm noticing a lot of bad things popping up in my shit, right? Like, relationships today truly piss me off. And I understand their frustration because I want a relationship, right? But it's like, if I'm not receiving the same love, then why even give it, Maybe it's less about, I don't know, it's hard. Because what even is love? You feel me? When we start to ask what love is in society, a lot of people are going to tell you, like, it's the other person not cheating. It's the other person not da-da-da. It's the other person being committed to me. And it's like, well, do you do the same? And a lot of us say, yeah, but we don't actually know what that means, right? Well, what does it mean to do everything for her? Well, what exactly are you doing? What are you sacrificing to keep her around? You know, it's it's harder because we've all became more independent, and because we've all became more independent, we have become more aware of our problems, right? But they aren't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that our society is now moving to a different place now, right? We're seeing all these problems. We're seeing that people are disengaging in relationships, are filled with a lot of hate right now, and are just done with trying to be in love, right? For the people that don't care about being in love, this probably doesn't really matter to you, but it should matter to you because your inability to love yourself is connected to all of this. It's connected to this too. Why do I say that? Because if you're unable to love yourself, then how can you love other people? And if you're out there trying to look for love without knowing what love is to you, then how do you know what love will be like or what it's supposed to be like? Are you taking an example from your parents? When you start to actually look at your parents, are they a good example of what love is? You know, it's like we're always being conditioned to think that one way is the only way, and in fact, there is no right way to ever do anything. Sure, there's proven methods to do certain things, right? Like if somebody was making this glass, this exact one, then yeah, they're going to be making this exact one. But if they wanted to make a different one, they totally could, right? Life is just like that too. So instead of engaging with women or guys, right, because this goes both ways, that are littered with this mindset of trying to prove other people that they're successful. You know, it's a really dumb mindset to have, to want to look successful instead of being successful. You know, because the illusion is that you need to have all of this shit to be successful. That's not the case. You know, how many people do we know that are rich as fuck are not broke as fuck, right? Like, there's a lot of people in this world that show that money doesn't fucking matter, right? Sure, it makes a lot of things convenient, but a lot of the times the people that have all that fucking money don't what do they actually have when they stop to look at things, right? The most successful people in this world pay for that shit. And it's not a bad thing to be successful. It's just how life is sometimes, you know? But life is crazy. Life is always on some fuck shit sometimes, you know? We all learn differently and we all have to experience things differently. That's how consciousness keeps on growing and keeps on expanding further beyond everything. And I think it's just important to remember that we shouldn't victimize, demonize anybody for any mistake. Yes, I know how that sounds. It's a little crazy, but we just need to be not totally forgiven, but just try to move in a better direction. Because if we are just filled with hate, then what are we actually doing to fix that? You feel me? We gotta be patient with ourselves, but we also need to give that patience back to people who, let's just be honest, probably fucking truly need it. Cause what the fuck, you know? But this whole situation, this whole dating shit isn't a problem though. You feel me? Cause like, my nigga, if you're attracting bitches like that, bro, if you're trying to get girls like that, then bro, just move on. Like, it ain't worth your while, bro. Like, okay, let's look at this one. Like on some real shit. Like I don't know who needs to hear this shit, but like, bro, if you're in a relationship and that relationship is draining you instead of encouraging you to want to do better, that's not a good relationship to be in. Like, that's not a relationship you should be in at all, by the way, because why are you hurting someone else and hurting yourself staying there? It just doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, bro. I don't like fucking watching videos like this. Like, I understand there is an actual problem. I understand there is actually issues in this world. But, like, nigga, a lot of these issues are just, like, really fucking stupid. Like, I'm gonna just be completely honest with y'all and keep it a buck, bro. Like, damn, bro. This shit's clogged. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all can't see that. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, look, I'm gonna just be completely honest with everybody. I don't think there's problems in this world, bro. I think we just focus on the wrong shit. Nigga, I'm high. Oh my god. What was I talking about? Relationships. Bro, fuck a relationship, bro. Who even cares, dog? You know, it's like, not on doomer shit. Cause that shit be kind of gay. Like, not on that dumb shit. But, you know, bro, I'm too high for this shit. Why did I take that hit? I ain't even. Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do now, right? Cause I just don't want to talk about this shit no more. I don't know what the fuck I was even trying to say. I was about to preach, say some stupid shit for real, like that ass. Like, all right, let's go look at some dumb shit now. All right, look. I got a good idea. I got a good idea. We're gonna watch some dank memes, and the first one to laugh is a bitch. Oh shit. Who's that, Charlie? She look kind of scary. What the fuck? Fuck! I wasn't supposed to laugh. All right. Whatever, guys. Here, let's go watch something else. I told my parents my suicidal thoughts. I wonder how they reacted. Damn, bro. So it's like a lot of people just get on here and complain, huh? And then their life sucks. I mean, hey, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna play with y'all like suicidal thoughts, man, bro. Suicidal thoughts. Who doesn't have a suicidal thought now and then, bro? Let's just be honest, bro. Everybody be thinking about killing themselves. I be thinking about killing myself on a daily basis sometimes, but I'm never gonna do it because I don't want to die. You know? It's look, it's less about you wanting to kill yourself and you just trying to pick a reason to be upset. You know, it's like some of the people in the comments are saying sometimes you don't particularly have a reason to be depressed, but sometimes you have a reason and it's subconscious and you don't know what it is, right? So your body is trying to stabilize maybe something that you're like outgrowing internally, and that's what it is, you know. I honestly just believe it's a part of growing up, maybe just like realizing that the old world doesn't exist anymore. You know, the childhood doesn't exist anymore. The child doesn't exist anymore. Even though that's an illusion, because the inner child is always within us. We are always children. We are always children. We're just growing. We're constantly growing. We're never really adults. We're always kids. You know, in the same way that we're not always kids, because we're adults now, right? But it's all there, right? And when things like that happen, anyways, at least that's how I'm interpreting it, right? Because just from the comments, this is how I'm picturing things, right? Like if some people don't understand why they're depressed and they think, right, they're intuitively understanding that it's just the wave that they're getting, then that's perfectly reasonable too, right? The human body doesn't experience the same feelings the same way, right? They're always a little bit different, but they feel the same, but they're not always the same. I don't know how to describe that. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they can be experienced different, perceived different. Everything will feel different. But right, back on the topic of suicidal thoughts, I feel like people over dramatize, dramatize suicide and suicidal thoughts. He's having suicidal thoughts. He's gonna kill himself, guys. Oh my god, bro. I mean, look. Obviously, it's going to feel heavy for you because, yeah, no shit. It's going to feel heavy for you. You're the only one experiencing your world. You're the only one that understands what the fuck you're going through. Why wouldn't you feel the pressure? Why wouldn't you feel that? But it's something that I want to just tell people that it's normal. It's okay. Bro, sometimes we love ourselves. Sometimes we hate ourselves. Sometimes we just want to fucking cry. Sometimes we want to masturbate. Sometimes you want to go have sex. Sometimes you want to kill somebody. Sometimes you want to do all types of shit. Sometimes it doesn't fucking matter because it's sometimes. You feel me? Like it's not us all the time, but we let it consume us and we let it be we let it be us until like you fully just embody it and it moves on its own. Why do I say that though? Because sometimes it's better to just face it head on, you know, like how this kid is. By speaking about it, that's facing it, you know. No, I'm saying that I'm saying posting shit is stupid, but you should definitely be doing this shit with yourself, you know, talking to yourself, you know, experiencing yourself, trying to grow with yourself, because it's not always growth isn't always straight, right? It's not always consistent. It's not always what you think it's going to be. Sometimes growth is literally stepping out of your comfort zone, and sometimes it happens on accidents. Sometimes you just align yourself to become better because you set yourself up to be better by pushing yourself to do better. And that would mean struggle. That would mean change. That would mean a change in mindset, a change in life, you realizing something big coming, you know. It's a lot of things, the fear of uncertainty, losing control. But all that shit is normal. Especially thoughts of death. Like death surrounds us every day. Death is always with us. Death is just like that away. You know how easy it would be to just slice this shit over my fucking throat and kill myself? Like it's the easiest shit in the world. But why haven't I done it? because I don't want to die. Yeah, I think about suicide all the time. I have thoughts about me killing myself. I've had thoughts about shoving this shit down my throat, shoving this shit up my stomach, you know, having a gun and blowing my fucking brains out. Like, nigga, these are all thoughts that I get when I'm sad. These are all thoughts that I get randomly. These are all thoughts that happen in dreams, but I don't try and take them, me, take at face value because it's like, why would I? No, I don't even understand why I'm feeling this way. Why am I going to be so quick to assume that it's bad? You know, I'm having dark thoughts, thoughts about killing myself. I'm going to do it. My life is gay anyways. It's like, I don't know, bro. You know, sometimes we just. I'm not telling you that you're wrong for feeling depressed. You should feel depressed if you're going to feel depressed. The only way to get through being depressed is by being depressed. So you gotta be depressed to not be depressed. Hey, that's paradoxical, isn't it? But it works. Just from experience. You could try it, report back. You know, you might feel better just fully owning it and just getting it out your system. Obviously there's things you shouldn't do, right? Like killing yourself, right? Like cutting yourself, right? Like torturing yourself, right? Like mistreating yourself, right? Like not eating right, right? Like not drinking water, right? Like only indulging in fat foods because it makes you feel good and not eating healthy because you want to be a lazy bitch. Like, no, 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 no. You, my friend, just because you are depressed does not give you the excuse to not want to help yourself and not want to be there for yourself. That is totally an option. Hear that out. It's an option. Just because you're depressed don't mean shit, dog. But you let it. It's all in your head. And I hate to say that because it sounds like I'm undermining people, but in reality, it's literally I can't experience what you're experiencing. I can try and sympathize. I can do my best to try and relate to you. I can do my best to listen and to hear and to just be there for you. I can do my best to give you advice if you ask me for it. But can I actually solve your problems for you? No, I cannot. Is the only one that can solve your problems you? Yes. So all I'm saying is maybe take the step in trying to do better instead of just complaining about it. That's all I'm saying, you know, just a little observation. Depression normalized. Oh shit, this was a good one. Oh fuck. The fuck is that? Anti Anti-Semitic. What does that mean? Anti-Semitic. What? A tiny hat people. Oh, you look like a Jew. Okay. There's no way. Oh my god. Um. That planet only costed 3.5 billion is kind of crazy. Terrarian? Oh fuck. Alright. Yeah, that was fun, guys. Alright, let's go watch something else. Thoughts on social isolation. I want love so bad it hurts. God damn it, I'm gonna start getting these on my fucking shit, bro. No, sorry. No, sorry. Your friends see your post, they just ignore them. Yeah, and what of it? Like, nobody fucking cares, dog. Oh my god. People wanna get mad about posts now. Like, nigga, my friends don't wanna like my shit. They don't gotta like my shit. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Niggas are so fucking lame for that shit, bro. Holy shit. Raw time? What? What? What is happening? Like, I love this one. What's up? What's up? Yeah. Oh, bro. Uh, why are you such a bitch? The crazy story. That girl better be safe, bro. I swear to God. Oh wait, I saw something we could watch. The fuck did that nigga ask for? Sparkle horse? What is that? And Appropriately unhinged analysis of 2000 scene fashion. Shit, I mean, it looks kind of crazy, but it looks doesn't look that bad. Mm, hmm. I don't know, guys. The art of doing it for the process, not the outcome. Intuition. Intuition. Nigga fucking a rock? Oh, he's pushing a rock. Good for him. It's cow. The Old Testament. Murder Man. Xavier, Renegade Angel. Want to go to jail? You want to go to what the hell? Man Next Door. TikTok's most expensive food videos are scam. Okay. Raw time. Ants on drugs. What? Fear nothing. It drains you, man. Telling the same joke over and over and over. You're like, what? Nigga. Oh my god. Yo, that was cool. That was kind of funny. Alright. Uh, Cook County State Attorney launches new mass transit crime task force. Oh yeah, I've been seeing these niggas all over, bro. And explosives. Alright, that's pretty cool. Beating of teen girl in Central Alberta caught on camera. That's crazy. This pic ruined my relationship. The greatest Reddit story never told. Alright, let's hear it. Who the fuck is even paying attention to this shit, bro? I'm not. Why your character suffering feels empty. Pain is not enough. You heard that, guys. Pain is not enough. You aren't crazy. Something isn't right with people nowadays. Maybe. Maybe people are just trapped in their own minds, dog, and they don't know what to think. So we should have patience with them, show them and guide them. Not really guide, just walk with them. No, we're all walking the same road, bro. We're all struggling the same ways. We're all just dealing with them the wrong way, or different in different ways. I mean, it's okay. We're all growing and learning, even if we don't think we are. Hmm. Alright, guys. Well, I'm pretty bored now, so we searched up anti-Semitic on my shit. I don't know why we did that. But I'm gonna leave now, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the stream and my yapping session, cause that shit was really nice.